Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Jurassic Justin. Now, we're going to be doing, since the last segment was toys, we're back to Jurassic World Evolution. Surprise, surprise, leading up to the release of this game, the news just can't stop flooding in. This time, we're going to go over the developer diary, and we are going to discuss a little bit of that, and the probably biggest addition to the game that I know a lot of us that played Operation Genesis were looking forward to. So let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Killing the music. Ba-boom. Hey. And ba-boom. Alright, so we're gonna jump right in. No preview of the video. Let's just get right to her, shall we? Maybe. Come on, girl. Here we go.
As I said with the films, actually running a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World is quite a dangerous proposition. So you need to try and succeed where others have failed before you.
I do like that, point of the game. It's like, hey, you're like the third person to really try this. Fourth, I mean, technically, if you want to count the incident in San Diego, where they tried to bring the most vicious predator back for their park, which was going to be a failure anyways, because one dinosaur, please, you're gonna get a rush of people at first, and then it's gonna die out. So, as Jurassic World found out, eventually people become numb to the idea of dinosaurs, and in the end, you end up needing more, hence the genetically modified critters.
The player starts off with a few key buildings on an island which are going to teach you the basic tools of how to build and maintain your park, and from that you're going to earn your first contract, which brings you into your first few decisions about.
Alright, again, remember, we have your science, your entertainment, and your security. Each of these is a different faction. You have to appease them individually as much as possible. Neglecting one will result in sabotage, which is a cool aspect of the game, but it has been beat into our heads at this point. We get it. Thank you. Cool, but thank you. We get it.
About which division you want to side with.
In the game, there are 3 divisions vying for your attention.
For security, it's operations,
Yeah.
safety. For science, genetic engineering.
You've talked about
welfare,
this
and
1,000
for entertainment.
times.
It's all about the guests, it's all about the show, and the bottom line.
Once you've built these beautiful enclosures, it's up to you to maintain them as well.
That guy looks like he should have been cast as an elf in Lord of the Rings. It's something about his, wide eyes, and I don't know. But I don't mean that as an insult to him, of course. Because that would actually be pretty BA.
You'll be unlocking new things to put into the enclosures. You can upgrade the fence.
Alright, what was that they were placing? You know, I never have caught that. I can't tell what that is. I'm starting to think that maybe you have more control over foliage and stuff than we thought. But it also could just be the herbivore feeder, as the mission there seems to indicate that that is the next thing they need to build.
Into the enclosures, you can upgrade the fences. You can build all sorts of new things inside them.
The game is a management game, but you can also then take direct control of some of the teams in your park and get up close and personal with these dinosaurs yourself.
You're letting us get up close and personal as the Rangers. Will they allow for guests? That, to my knowledge, has not been confirmed yet, and that is the one feature in this game that I would like to see, that we haven't seen yet, is like a guest mode. Like in roller coaster video games where you get to ride your coasters. I want to walk my park.
Taking control of those allow you to directly deal with threats or issues in the park. So the ranger vehicle can be driven to medicate dinosaurs using the dart gun. You can take control of the ACU helicopter, fly over your park, which looks awesome, and tranquilise escaped dinosaurs. Basically, you get to be the hero and save the day, whilst also being the park manager. Who doesn't want that?
Management in Jurassic World Evolution it's the core pillar, making sure your guests are safe, making sure your dinosaurs are looked after, keeping an eye on the finances, doing...
Yes, so aside from the three factions... Oh my god, I'm sorry. Obviously, the other thing that you have to consider is the finances, the entertainment branch, which will obviously keep your guests happy, so on and so forth. So remember, this game is not like their coaster game. This is management first, customization after. Yes, I'm sure it will give you a certain amount of freedom. However, will it be what people want that were fans of Planet Coaster? No. I would put money on that. They seem to be pretty set in that as well. So, and I'm sure with DLC we'll get a lot more options for customization, but... And I'm not saying that Frontier's greedy, because compared to other companies... EA. They're not too bad.
Doing all the research, doing all the, the extraction, and of course this is across five different islands as well.
As you start moving through the game and you start taking control of the park and you start thinking that you've dealt with your dinosaurs and you've dealt with your guests, the islands themselves are going to start throwing storms at you, and they're going to start damaging the park, and they're going to start getting dinosaurs to leave their enclosures, and it's going to cause you all kinds of trouble. So it's really up to the player to make sure they've got the correct things in place to deal with an event like that.
Yes, so build security structures, build shelters for your guests. Have you played Operation Genesis? You know the drill. Come on, be prepared.
Each of the islands that you manage within the 5 deaths has their own island rating, and that's the key progression sort of metric for...
Alright, so each island has an individual rating that you must meet to unlock the other. It's not like an overall park rating, it's each individual island, so... Confirmed!
Progressing through the islands. However, that challenge does increase as you go through it, so it's not as easy to 3-star Muerta as it is Matanceros. You also introduced to new challenges, and some of those challenges aren't necessarily within your control as well, so you can experience sabotage from a disgruntled employee, that kind of challenge.
So as the player progresses through the game, as they progress through these islands, they're going to get access to new research, new buildings, bigger and scarier dinosaurs. And they can use those on the previous islands that they've been on.
So, you'll move on to other islands before you unlock these other dinosaurs. You then can go back and you can add them to older parks. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm down with that. That is totally fine. It definitely gives you a definitive sense of progression, and I think that's something that these types of games generally lack, because it tends to just come down to research, roller coaster, research, animal environment, stuff like that.
We're a game about choice and player decisions.
Somewhat limited. I'm not even saying that it's a bad thing. It's just, like, don't make it sound super crazy open, because you got limitations, buddy.
And the choices you make ultimately will determine the Jurassic World you create.
We're going to offer the players a sandbox mode so that they're able to take control of the Isla Nublar.
Now we're talking. Nublar? Oh, that's the sandbox mode. Okay. And I believe he's going to go over, you need a 4-star rating on the first island. That's it. But remember, because you'd only have done the first island, your access to dinosaurs would be rather limited, which is what encourages you to play through all of the missions so that you can have all the goodies for the sandbox mode. Well played, Frontier. Well played. I would have played the story mode anyways, because frankly, I think sandbox mode will be fun for a bit, but having like an objective and a sense of progression for me keeps me playing. And even if it's doing the same thing over and over, I'll still have multiple playthroughs because I'm not going to do everything the same every time.
Nublar, which you'll recognise from the films, a big open space and a blank canvas for them to build whatever park they like.
Cash isn't a restriction, but we do encourage you to play through the career mode as well, as that unlocks the dinosaurs and buildings and.
This guy, he knows. But like they said, cash, not an option. Spared no expense. John Hammond would have it no other way.
All the other aspects that you can then use in the sandbox in Isla Nublar.
A number of players have been asking us, are we going to be doing anything to coincide with the film Jurassic World
Yes.
Fallen Kingdom? Like I said, that we are going to be doing a free update.
Look at that Carnotaurus. Holy bleep. It's one of my favorite dinosaurs. And to see it, it looks good. It looks real good. Lots of detail. You got the wrinkles going down the neck, through the belly.
With content from the film inside
It's a gorgeous creature. Croaky. You're right, mate. You're right.
Jurassic World Evolution. We're really excited to see players get their hands on it.
And speculation would lead me to believe the Indoraptor, the Allosaurus, the... I don't know. Oh, Baryonyx. And, 2 or 3 other species, perhaps. And then maybe we'll get a couple buildings with that. Who knows? But it's free, so who cares? Why not release it with the game? Spoilers, obviously. They wanted to wait to release these dinosaur species because they play a large role in the new movie. Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. I'm sure their hands were tied by Universal anyhow, so don't blame Frontier, blame Universal, because you freaking guy. Alright, well, that's all I have for tonight, so thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to help me out, do hit the, actually it'd be that way, the little like button there, and hey, if you want to watch some stuff in the future, and there will be plenty more, I can promise you, then also hit that, damn it, subscribe button. It's somewhere that way, I think, probably. Have a great night, everybody. Jurassic Justin. Croaky, I'm out.